Recently, I came across a poem by W.B. Yeats, which is in a response to a request he made to a very rich man. Basically, they wanted to set up an art gallery and they needed money. So they asked this man, would he donate? Would he help them to do so? And the man said, I will help you, providing that you find proof, get evidence that the people of the city want this. Well, Yeats was not very impressed with this attitude, and he replied with a withering, scathing poem. He said things like, when the Duke of Urbino, one of the great Renaissance figures, remodeled the city of Urbino using principles of reason and beauty, do you think he asked the shepherds for their advice? Do you think that he consulted with them? The obvious answer is no. He went ahead and did it because he believed, he had conviction that this was the right thing to do, because it was a good thing to do. Now, this attitude, I think, has a lot of merit to it, not least because the artistic spirit, as kind of explored by psychologists like Otto Rank, requires a breaking away from the pack. For Rank, we all have this sort of tendency to go into the comfortable, to go in, meld into the status quo. It's cozy, it's safe. But in so doing, it's almost like we're returning to the womb. We lose our agency, we lose our personhood. To exert ourselves, to stand against, to become something different, is to develop our selfhood. And so it is an act of individuality. And so the artist, the creative, is always standing against the crowd. So to ask people what they think, to consult with the community, to follow a democratic way, is by its very nature to undercut the artistic spirit. If Richard Wagner was to ask the people of Germany about his operas, most of them would have been appalled at his musical ideas, and indeed many were. At Tristan and Isolde, they couldn't comprehend the music he was writing. If Shakespeare was to go and ask the common man of his day about his character of Hamlet, I don't think many of them would have approved. They would have wanted something like Titus Andronicus, and a lovely bloodbath of a play. But it's because these men stood apart, because they were willing to take that risk, that they are remembered as geniuses. They did something out of the norm. Whereas to consult the mass, to consult everybody, is to limit yourself to the norm. So I think that if we're going to produce great things, we need to move away from a democratic, consensual model to saying, no, we must do what is right and what is good.